Oh man, I'm cool, just chilling.
Man. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Mills from Mill City Boxing, home of that high level pro boxing media, the Fighters Channel, the Trainers Channel. And we got here former champion Mickey Bay. Mick, you still training as far as yourself is concerned?
Uh, a little bit, but I'm working on. I got my kid that just turned 16 last month. He got his pro debut next Saturday, so I've been pretty much focusing on him. I've been, jogging a couple days here and there.
Okay, okay. What was his name again? David what?
David King Garcia.
David King Garcia. Tell us a little bit more before we get him on.
Uh, well, he won everything in the amateurs. He turned 15, 16 last month. Mexican American, real good fighter, man. He gonna be the next up after that little these little young crop that's in there right now. He gonna be right in there in about a year or so.
Word, word.
Yeah, he definitely gonna be one of the biggest stars in the sport, hands down.
At what weight class?
Right now he's small, he tall, but he only around bantamweight right now. But he tall, he like 5'9", so shit, he probably end up being the welterweight before it's over.
Mm, I like it.
Yeah, but
I
he
like
definitely good, real good, well-rounded fighter, good kid, hard worker, all of that.
it. So before we continue, ladies and gentlemen, I need you guys to do me a favor and smash the like button so you could, enjoy content like this. You know what I mean? We'll be getting the phone lines in a few, but I gotta get my man's in detail of what he thought about this card, like separately. We that was a solid card, like as far as wanting to entertainment wise. I feel like Top Rank did a good job. What do you have to say?
Um, it was
As
it was
far as
deep.
putting the card together,
Yeah, the talent
I'm
that was on there. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh shit. You going in deep. I feel what you mean.
yeah. You
I
feel what
know.
I'm saying?
Oh, we're gonna get so
The
deep with this.
fighters, like the lineup. Yeah, it was cool.
But you go, all right, all right. We're gonna get into detail. Let's start from the beginning. All right. Were you able to watch Calvin Davis versus Kevin Johnson?
Yeah, man, that was close. Yeah,
Talk to me
yeah.
about that fight. People were hitting me up. They're like, "Yo, Mills, what do you think about that fight? Kevin Johnson got robbed. What's your thoughts?"
Man, honestly, I thought it was at least a draw,
Yeah.
in my opinion. Like, I knew the fight was gonna be tough. I knew Kevin Johnson for many years. He tough. He been in. He one of them guys that's always around the gym sparring and all of that. But I sparred with him a lot. I even been in the ring with him a lot. So, I know he could fight. It was a good fight, man. It was a good step up for Kelvin Davis. So it was a
Hmm.
real it was a real good win for him. Like he honestly, his well, let me think. His win was real impressive, to be real with you. Like he might have had he had an impressive win because it was a 50-50 fight. No, none of the other fights was 50-50. So he probably had the most impressive victory, like as far as who he beat, because they was neck to neck. So he that was a 50-50 fight.
Mm. As far as how these guys went about it, you know, um, Kevin Johnson went straight attack mode from the beginning. I love how ESPN puts the coaches
Yeah.
so you could that's a nice touch right
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. I like that. Yeah, that was yeah, salute to Top Rank on that. That was creative. To hear the corners while they was in the midst. And you could hear both of them kind of, couldn't you? Because sometimes
Clear,
you go to one.
clear,
Yeah,
clear.
I like that. They need to keep
Like
that
like
up.
you could legitly with the broadcasters and that you could
Yeah.
legitly make a radio station like Top Rank Radio like like as far as when it comes down to these fights
Yeah,
broadcasted live.
yeah.
You could do numbers on like SoundCloud
Oh
and,
yeah.
and all the audio
Especially see, this is what
platforms.
I
You know what I
like.
mean?
I like that it was two good coaches. Bomac, and then Otis is my guy too. That trained Kevin Johnson.
Yep.
Real good trainer. Otis, old school trainer. I knew Otis many years. He been in a lot of my camps. So that was two good coaches in the corner that really knew what they was talking about. With a lot of these coaches nowadays, it's gonna be comedy. The SoundCloud might as well be fucking Def Comedy Jam with a lot of these coaches. But with them two, you heard, they was telling their guys, some good stuff.
It was competitive. Like you could see the competitiveness in the fight too. As a I don't know, a hardcore or a former fighter or something, you could kind of understand.
You can
It
get,
felt different. That's all I'm saying. That touch felt different. And Otis versus Bomac, I felt that energy.
yeah, that was good, man. Them two good teachers right there.
Um. Anyways, what does that do for Kevin Johnson? He's always in the B side of
Yeah,
things
always gonna be.
coming into the business. I think he's in his almost mid 30s now,
Nah, he might be younger than that, I think.
but
But
he's 30 though, right?
yeah, at least Kevin could fight. I just think that he need a good manager or something. I don't know if I'm sure he probably don't got. I don't think he would Mayweather Promotions no more. Which they wasn't really throwing shows or doing much. Yeah, Kevin could. I think Kevin. You can keep him in some good fights. I like to see him in some big fights. Get him a couple paydays because he kind of had a hard career, but he could fight. He could, he could beat some guys and put some guys to the test.
Right. A lot of the top guys.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, like I would like to see him with somebody like Jermaine Ortiz or something.
That's
Give
a
him a
nice
good,
matchup right there. I like that
yeah,
matchup.
give him something like that. Yep.
Damn, that's a nice matchup. I
Yeah,
like that one.
pretty nice. Both of them could fight.
Top rank. Hit up Mickey Bay for matchmaking because I don't know, man.
Yeah,
That
oh
was
yeah. I'll put it
that
together,
one's
man.
on the top of the head right there.
And they got great matchmakers, but yeah, I definitely put some good matches together.
Yeah, Kevin Johnson and Jermaine Ortiz. That's tough. Um, so how'd you like Keith Cologne, the Puerto Rican featherweight coming out of Newark, New Jersey,
Oh yeah, I watched him
on
too.
his pro
What's the fight?
debut?
That was his first fight, right?
Right,
Yeah, yeah. He looked, like he got a promising future. Yeah, he did good for his first professional fight.
right. Um, now, you know, let's dive right into it because the next fights that we're going to speak upon are directly we're viewing like you don't work for Top Rank, I don't work for Top Rank, so we're about to go in. You know what I mean? Like this, this was this was like the directory of like looking at the whole thing, right? The storyline of the card, starting up with Abdullah Mason. What do you think? Did you see like, all right, this is how I looked at it. See you later, Shakur Stevenson. Hello, Abdullah Mason. Let me
No,
tell you what. No, you
the
didn't see
opponent.
that?
No, I love Abdullah. That's like family to me. But the level of competition is different. So
When you watch the card, though, you didn't see that. Like, you didn't see the praises of I am the last year's best prospect, right?
yeah.
Now they're telling him he's a blue chip double stamp prospect.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Now they're
yeah.
coming up with the
As
double
far as
stamps.
yeah, he definitely is one of the top prospects, 100%.
Then you got Chris, then you got Timothy Bradley, while Shakur's walking to the ring, he's saying, I got my coffee. And then
Oh yeah, that's a bad look.
in the second round, he goes, I got my coffee again. And then we see that Top Rank puts, you know, a video of the crowd leaving while Shakur's fighting.
Oh yeah,
So this
damn.
is what I'm trying to. This is what I'm trying to paint the picture, brother. Like I'm trying to be like, hello. This is what the card looked like to me when I'm watching it. Hello, Abdullah Mason at 135 because Keyshawn's on his way up. I think in the next after two fights, I think Keyshawn's moving up. My opinion.
Oh, okay.
Hello, Abdullah Mason. See you later, Shakur Stevenson.
Well, business wise, I think this is his last fight on the contract. So come to think about that, like I wasn't even thinking about that when they showed the crowd, because you wouldn't do that if that was your fighter. But
And then they say, yo, and then they hyping it up. Jay Prince, they did an interview with Jay Prince. They say, yo, you know, what do you see when you see Abdullah Mason among guys like Floyd Mayweather and Andre Ward? He go and say, yo, he's he's more special. And the speed is different. Yeah, I mean, is he hyping it up like promoter, or is he being real?
well, I think people should quit him. I think that's the problem with boxing.
Manager,
People
not
trying to
promoter.
be people comparing themselves to Floyd. I think that's why you get fights like Shakur just had. Like Shakur's so good that he didn't want to get touched. His defense so good that he didn't want to get touched, and that's what he didn't want to open up. Like I think that he was too conscious on his defense to where he
Oh
wanted
wait,
to.
don't jump, yo,
I ain't gonna jump to that. I'm gonna
don't
just
jump
say,
into the
nah,
main
I ain't
event.
comparing nobody to Floyd or Andre Ward. Finished that at a later years. I think Abdullah is special as Abdullah Mason. Like we got to see the totality and let him.
But as a coach and a fighter, is that eye test like that?
Not, I wouldn't say like them yet. Like yeah, he got the potential, but what I'm saying is, Abdullah is humble and a great fighter, and he
Hmm.
not trying to be like nobody. So for him to stay like that, because imagine if he had one off night, we already know what the boxing world gonna do. Oh, he ain't this, he ain't that. He young, let him keep moving up, and like he doing in a smart way. He just kind of got the 8 rounds. He did a great job beating the guy the way that he beat him. He excited the crowd, but I wouldn't bring up Floyd and Andre Ward yet, just for his sake. Let him just enjoy what he doing and pave his own way.
This
But
was
I do think that, in my opinion, if I just watched the eyeball test, I would say that he's more special than Kean Davis to me. I'm gonna be real about that, and I like Keyshawn, but I'm gonna just keep it 100 with that. Like just constructive criticism. Like, and Keyshawn could fight. I like Keyshawn. He more of a contender because he older. They both got about the same amount of fight, but like, I would say put him at least on that level, like Abdullah, which is special because Abdullah's a lot younger than him. So
I
I,
talked to Abdullah's dad today. I was some great news that I was hearing.
yeah, see, I could put him with somebody like that, soon.
Mm. So, all right. So he he like destroys this guy, right? He's a Boricua as well, right? And experienced, has more knockouts than he got fights. Only had a couple losses, but the way he destroys him, it just looked like it's easy work.
Yeah.
It just looks like it's easy work, and I wanted to see more. Like I felt bad for the guy. Don't get it twisted. I know that if he went one more round, it probably could have went bad for him. But we only got to see 2 rounds of Abdullah, and that was firework right there.
Oh yeah. No, he gonna put that, like just me seeing him a lot in the gym and all of that kind of stuff. That's just what he gonna attempt to do. Like he see, to me, uh a lot of fighters lacking offense in boxing now. A lot of the boxers that slick, he got good offense too. Too many dudes trying to be Floyd, and they don't have Floyd's teachers, and they forgetting that Floyd, who he was at lightweight, and when he was smaller, he was dishing it out. See, Floyd fought safer when he was fighting 147 and 154 because he was little. Floyd was a natural 147 pounder. That's why he fought careful. Like, dudes is being too careful too early right now. Like, all the talent is there, but Abdullah is being young and fiery like he's supposed to be doing. Like, he letting it go. Like, these fighters ain't letting it loose no more like that. But you got guys like him, Tank, good, like I say, offense boots. You got to practice your offense too. Like, these dudes trying to be Floyd, but don't have Floyd Sr. and Roger Mayweather. That's the problem with boxing today, that everybody is trying to train like them. They not them. Nobody in this game is like them. I trained with Floyd Sr. That was my teacher. Nobody is like them. So that's a part of the game that's missing. Everybody is copying, trying to be like them. It ain't be yourself, and the trainers need to stay in their lane and teach what they teach and what they learn. Everybody just defense, 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 defense. What about the offense? Abdullah put in some offense on the guy that it needed to be put on. Why would he sit back against a dude like that, and not just go in there and beat his ass?
Yeah, he didn't play with his food
Yeah,
whatsoever.
why play with your food? And and that's what I like about him, Boots, Benavida. A lot of these guys that do it. But that's what I liked about Shakur Abdullah's fight.
Is Abdullah more special than those guys you mentioned?
Then who?
Than like Boots and David Benavidez?
No, I wouldn't. I mean, we gotta. That ain't a fair. That ain't fair yet. Them dudes fight. They got more experience, older, fought high level fights. But at his age group, yeah, he the best guy I see around his age group.
Mm.
And to me, other than Shakur, he was better than everybody that fought yesterday.
Mm. So
By far, pretty
you
much.
believe he stole the show?
I think the best fight was Keyshawn's. Like
Mm.
far as like the actual fight, his fight was the best one, like two-way action.
So let's just jump right into it. And ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor and smash the like button to improve the visibility of the show. We got over 440 people here on the live. So do us a favor and hit the like button so we don't just stop cold turkey right now and we continue another day. So hit that like button. So talk to me. Talk to me. What you thought about, Keyshawn's performance?
Um, Dude was tough, and I didn't know that till somebody told me. I didn't know that till somebody told me. Like, damn, dude, tough Keyshawn fight. Somebody told me that before the fight, and I didn't know that, so I'm like, damn, let me check it out. So his opponent was tough. I would like to see Abdullah fight him. I think maybe not now, but like 3 more fights, 2 more fights. I think he could beat dude too. Abdullah, once he get like a couple more fights, maybe 2, 3 fights to fight that guy. I think he'd beat him now, but like I say, he in the 8 rounds, give him a couple more of them. I say he beat dude. Damn near. So moving on, that for Shakur, I think Shakur better than all top ranks younger fighters. All of them. Like, I ain't even gonna lie, he better. I ain't gonna name names and make it sound like I'm shooting other fighters down, but I see guys that they got that they high on. He already better. He gonna be better than them in the long run. They can. The only reason I ain't saying Shakur yet, because Shakur is still fucking unbeatable, and he's a champion. But I think Abdullah's better than damn near all of their contenders.
Mm.
Like, at least most like the most. He better. I can't think of no contender they got that's really better than him right now.
Okay, so Abdullah Mason and Kean Davis have, around the same amount of fights. Okay, so if they had to fight in the next 2 fights, how does it go down? You said that
Three
Abdullah would
fights.
win. What you said that Abdullah would win, but how does he win?
Wait. You said no. I wouldn't put him in there with Keyshawn and
I'm
two.
not saying what you would have. I'm talking about skill for skill. What you were as far as a coach. If you seen that fight,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Like who would you bet on?
All right. I'm gonna put it to you like this. In the long run, I think Abdullah gonna be better. Keyshawn is
So not in
good.
the next two, like not in the next two
No,
fights.
that's too soon. 2 fights, I wouldn't do that shit.
But yeah, but that doesn't even look. That doesn't even sound like that's like it should happen, right? So let's say
No.
say
Abdullah
that.
only like 19, 20. So,
All right, so but say
but I do
say
think that,
Keyshawn don't want to resign with Top Rank, right?
yeah.
Say if Keisha don't want to resign with Top Rank, right? And then say they sick Abdullah to fight for like a vacant title or some shit, whatever, or he's the mandatory or whatever. And it's Keyshawn's last fight. You think Bob would be like, I'm gonna stick Abdullah?
Oh, when that time come, like in a
Yeah,
year or two,
year or two.
yeah, I think he'd beat him at that point. But I give him about a year between 1 and 2 years, yeah, for
That,
sure.
even if it was at 40.
Yeah, I think Abdullah probably gonna be he growing still. He pretty young. I think.
I told his dad he gonna cap at 54.
Yeah, I could see him at 47, maybe 54, but 47 at least. But I think Abdullah gonna be good enough to compete. I've been seeing him work with the best, when he was 15, 16 years old. So I already seen him go toe to toe with the best and
He might even
but
get taller. He's still growing.
yeah, he's still growing, man. But Abdullah just got his head on his shoulders. He real grounded and he just in his own lane. But Keyshawn is a real good fighter. I like him, but um, me just looking at future potential, it seemed like it's more room for Abdullah to grow. Like in my opinion, that's just what I see. Like, is he gonna get better, or who got more room to grow? Now that all matter with the teachers and all that kind of stuff. What you gonna continue to how you going to continue to learn, and some people hit a ceiling.
Okay.
Yeah, some people stay the same. They good and they stay right there for the rest of their career because you so good when you young. I know a lot of people that was like that. That was like so good when they was young. They peaked out early and didn't get better ever again. So that's really an important part of boxing. Is something that I look for when I look at fighters. I look at improvement, and some fighters you see them stay still. They be real good and they don't get that much better. They don't learn and they not really, getting better.
Okay, okay. Let me get this super chat so that way I get all the super chats right away so everybody feels like we engaging. All right. So loyalty over dinero. Thank you for the $2. Mason beats Shakur. Your thoughts?
I mean, Shakur, it's too different. Shakur is still a champion.
Yep.
Let Abdullah, get his experience in. But
Okay.
I do see him in the future being in there with him. You probably see fights with him and Devin Haney. You might even see him in boots one day because he only 10, 20 years old. So you never know what
Abdullah.
fight.
Abdullah's nice.
Yeah, Abdullah's the real deal though. Like
He's
it ain't nothing.
nice.
I see a
Like
lot of
like
overhyped
all
fighters.
day. I'm gonna be real. All day, I got him over Haney. All day.
When it happened.
Yeah, when it happens, for
Yeah,
sure.
think about it. Them dudes got 5, 6 years on them. Believe me, once 4 or 5 years pass, if
He
he
could
keeps
get.
improving,
I think he could get him right now.
yeah, it's just the experience. I just know how boxing work. It's experience, but you got to let him get hit more and get different opponents. Like the pros is a rough game. Like
He's nice though.
no,
He's
I know more
nice.
than anybody. Listen,
There's levels of nice. He's
he from my
nice.
city. Listen, he from my city. I knew this cat since he was a
Oh,
baby.
oh yeah, it's over.
So
So you
no,
know.
that's family to me. Like I know him, know him. Like I say, I know all the Mason brothers. We all family. So I know him in a way to where, like I say, that's why I know how he is and what he can do because I see.
He did some shit yesterday that he was like, he caught a punch and he gave him a 4-piece. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, he beaten. Listen,
He
he
caught
beat
a punch,
cats
gave
up.
him a 4-piece, then cashed the bend and poked him. I'm like, oh my goodness gracious, like that's surgery.
Yeah, like he better than, like I say, all of these other young prospects and stuff. Like definitely the best prospect in the sport.
Yeah.
Not only with top rank, I can't think of, when I think of the other guys his weight, I'm sure they wouldn't fight him. Like the other little contenders and the prospects and stuff like that.
I'm gonna promote the shit out of him, bro. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
because the thing is he let his hands go. So when you put him on TV, do what he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but the thing is this.
And we're seeing the kid version. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he got a lot of room. See, he gonna have them tough, rough fights when he go 8 full rounds, 10 full rounds. Them gonna be the fun ones to watch.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Absolutely. Um, okay. So Kean Davis. Why was Kean Davis' performance your favorite fight of the night?
Um, well, I think that was the most like two-way action kinda, because dude kept on coming.
Yep.
He was crazy, damn near. He had a great chin.
Yep. He was solid.
Um, shit.
Pause. Pause.
Yeah, dude, like that was a tough fight. Like, that was a good fight. Um, Keyshawn, he got to show a lot of what he had too. Because Keyshawn, I thought he had more fights than he had. So I'm gonna give Keyshawn some props because he fought some good fighters that only had the amount of fights that he got. You
I
could think,
like Kean.
believe me, you could think them fights easy until you put another up and coming fighter in there and see what happened.
Absolutely. Because the guy that Abdullah fought not easy. He's not easy work. The guy that
No,
Abdullah
he wasn't easy, but
and then the guy that I don't care about what anyone says. The guy that Keyshawn had
oh, he was
was
solid.
was a monster.
Yeah, he was solid. So I give Keyshawn his credit because dude could fight. So,
And I
but
like how like he turned it. He made it look like a sparring match. You know what I'm saying? And at times you could tell he was trying to get him out, but the dude just like he just taking every shot. Um, at one point in time, Mickey, I seen that the dude threw like 6 shots, but each shot that he did, Keyshawn was at least trying to counter each time in between every shot. At one point in time, on the ropes, I'm like, damn, he's really trying to give us a show here. Like I ain't going front. Like he was trying to give us a show last night. And what do you think about him dropping to his legs? People were saying that that's a veteran move. Do you think that was a veteran move, or do you think he was trying to buy some time on the clock?
which one, Keyshawn?
Yeah, like he would hold, and then at one point in time, he would just like he'll do a squat. He did it like 3 times.
Um, was he putting his weight on dude or what?
Yeah, the dude. Sometimes, yeah, yeah. I mean, he
It
looked
all
like
depends,
yeah,
but I mean, he was in good shape, so Keyshawn was in real good shape, so it's a good thing that him having to keep getting up didn't affect him.
yeah.
But I give Keyshawn his credit because he fighting some good. He fought Pedraza. This
He
guy,
did a good body of work on him too.
yeah, and he fought this guy. Like one round, he almost had him out, but the bell round.
Mm.
Yeah, so you know what? I would like to see, because I always forget about dude Andy Cruz. I would like to see either one of them. I ain't gonna say Abdullah yet. I give him about another.
Nah. That's
I say
Keyshawn's
about a
work.
year.
That's Keyshawn's work right there. That
Yeah,
you
I would
can't.
like to see Keyshawn fight him right now because I know dude to fight him. Because I know his trainer. He said it. He was like, yeah, he'd put him in there with him. Bozy Ennis. He said they'd fight Keyshawn right now.
But before I get into that, right? But we got to figure out as a promoter, you used to promote fights. What like two fights do these promoters could do this year or leading up to the next year to be able to make that fight happen? Because those fights got to be like main event fights.
Yeah. It probably wouldn't happen till, probably about a year, 2 years from now, a year from now. I just know that dude to take it. Them Cubans kind of move fast, so they don't really turn fights
Yeah, he'll
down.
fight. He'll fight Keyshawn in his like seventh fight or whatever, his eighth
Yeah,
fight.
that's one thing I like about like them Cubans and them Ukrainians. They fight early. Like even they got Crawford fighting. I was checking him out. He could fight. Not to jump off topic, but dude can fight. That Crawford is fighting, and he got some. He a good size 154 pounder. That's a hell of a. That's a like low risk. It's a low reward, high risk for Crawford. Even though I know Crawford to win, but dude can fight.
Mm, that's heavy. That's heavy. So, as far as Keyshawn, what would you have to say? Do you feel like he got like, do you feel like he's gonna get that fight with the winner of Chamberlain and Baranchek for the WBO title, and then probably move up and vacate or something like that?
I would give him another fight or two. Like give him one more fight or something like that. Yeah, maybe soon. Probably I say this coming year.
Because
Yeah, end of the
it
year.
don't look like he'll get a tank fight. To be honest with
I don't think he won it.
you, so you think he lying?
I don't think he ready. I mean, he ain't ready for Tank. Like he a good, real good fighter, but I
You
mean,
think he,
dudes
you think
nowadays
he clout
call people
chasing?
out. It's a marketing tool. A lot of cats call people out. It don't seem like he really want to fight him right now. Maybe in the future, but I would like to see him fight somebody like let me think who top rank guy. I would have said Ortiz, but or he ain't 40 yet. Jermaine Ortiz.
Yeah, he had 40. That's a good opener. That's a
Yeah,
really good opener.
that'd be pretty good.
That's a good one right there for Keyshawn
Yeah, I don't think it'd be. I don't think Lomachenko. I don't see him doing that. So
Nope.
yeah,
I think Lomachenko, he just want like a couple more fights, I think, and
yeah.
he out of here.
You know what? I would like to see Loma and Shakur now, and then Tank
So,
fight the winner.
okay. So I guess we'll go right into that and then right into the performance. Or let's go right into the
You
performance.
know
Let's go
what?
right.
Somebody. All right, that's a good match. I seen in the chat. De Los Santos versus Keyshawn.
Let me see if we got any more super chats here, just in case, because I want
The
to make sure.
dude De Los Santos. Him versus Keyshawn.
Nope, nope, nope. Um, yeah, right now, next.
But Keyshawn, he got a couple more fights. I ain't going.
That
If he
fight
get
don't
him
make
a couple
that
more
fight don't make sense.
I give him about a year. Like give him about 2025. I can see him kind of breaking through next year. Like give him a couple more fights.
Mm. Um, Jumping in to the main event, Shakur Stevenson. Um, right away, what would you have to say? Did you like the performance? Were you entertained? And grade uh Shakur's performance in your eyes
I
from
give
1 to 10. From
I
one
give
to
him a
ten,
B. I give him a B. You said
or
one.
or okay. No, no, no.
I
You
give,
could do you could do D to A or A to D or whatever. Yeah.
yeah, I give him a B.
Pause. Um. So I you give him a B. Tell me why you give him a B, and were you entertained? Because in his last fight, people had a lot to say. In this fight, we clearly seen that he tried to change the whole directory of this fight versus the last fight. did the final conclusion of, you know, totally grasping the casual fans to get them happy, or to make a statement after the last time that, you know, we've seen you? What would you have to say upon that?
You know what's crazy? I would have rather seen Shakur fight the guy Keyshawn fought, and they switched opponents. Cause dude,
Why?
even though, because I already knew dude was gonna know how to survive and all of that. I knew that before the fight from
So
seeing him.
you fell asleep? Is what you're saying?
No, I ain't fall asleep. I'm saying no. Like, was it a casual boxing? No, it wasn't nothing that. Like, if a casual fan, would I tell them don't go about it. You got to stay home. This a must see. No, not for a casual fan, but for anybody to know boxing, it was good, but it still wasn't. We know how good Shakur is. He got a lot of talent, so I expect more from a fighter with his ability. Like, just say I'm his trainer. I'm giving him a B. I ain't going, or even a B minus, because I know how good he is, and I know that he could have did more, but I think that he wanted his defense to be too flawless. Like, he was, I think that he was so conscious on his defense, and he already the best defensive fighter in boxing. People pretty much know that. So he still had time to. I would have rather seen him open up a little more, even if he got hit a couple times a little more. It still wouldn't have been a lot. Your percentage to hit to not hit ratio still gonna be there, but the thing is like I say, what you it all to me it mattered with the preparation. Like, and that's why I say people need to quit comparing themselves to Floyd Mayweather, because I don't see Floyd Senior and Roger. Because and them that's my teacher. They not around. His grandfather's a real good teacher, but I'm saying that's not the guy doing his physical work. Like, everybody trying to do the Mayweather routine. They, like, believe me, Mayweather was different. Like, I knew Mayweather since he was 23 years old or something like that. He was different. Like, people need to stop comparing themselves to him. Like, and he had the teacher. So if you're trying to fight out of his playbook, you can't compare to a guy and you trying to use a style and mimicking their style of training and they style that the trainer used. You gotta see, in the old days, guys were trying to beat the fighter style. Customato had his own style. Everybody wasn't doing the peekaboo style. You get what I'm saying when I'm going into that. Now every trainer is trying to train like Floyd Senior and Roger. All right, still a little bit hit and don't get hit, but people now taking it overboard. They taking it too far. Like, Floyd was beating the shit out of people at 30 and 35, even 40. He told me out his own mouth, like, at 54 and 47, like, he was beating the brakes off people in the gym. He like, look, I could do this if I want to. I'm talking about stopping top level fighters in the gym. Floyd Mayweather was, but he knew he's small. He fighting at the weights he walk around at 147, 154. So he like, why I ain't gonna take too many risks, because like I'm getting paid the same, and and yeah, his hands, I'm getting paid the same, and he's small. So here go the thing too. Floyd was in his mid-30s fighting at them weights, right? So when you look at now, when somebody said something about Robert Guerrero when he fought him, he was 36, 37 when he fought him. These dudes in their 20s, they should be letting their hands go. Floyd
Mm.
fought smart because he was mid-30s to 40 years old. Look at Usyk and Crawford. Crawford still putting them down, and he 36, 37. Loma letting them go at 36. Shakur is an excellent fighter, so like I ain't going, but I'm saying he's so good that I got to put his expectation is here, is high. So he got to take the criticism that the fans give him. I'm not giving it to him because as a trainer, I would have been cool with his performance, but not on the entertainment side. But I'd have been like, okay, you ain't get hit. The objection is for you to go back home without taking punishment. But we didn't put enough hands on him from both sides. We played it too safe for you to be that good. We like, because if you say put Mayweather in there with a guy like that, what would have happened at 20? What's Shakur, 26, 27?
Good point right there. That's a
So,
good point.
so this is how I think about boxing. Is Shakur is nasty, top 5 talent in boxing all around, like one
It's
of the
not
most.
good to compare people. That's why you're right.
That's why I'm saying get to your bread and butter. You a great defensive fighter. He got good offense. I worked with him for a fight and felt his power and all of that.
Yo,
And I
he's quick.
quick, know his
Yo,
distance.
he's quick, bro.
But here go the thing. When you thinking too much about defense, it's gonna steal away from your offense. So
Check this out, right? No. Let me go finish. Go finish.
no, you can say what you're gonna say.
Nah, because I don't want to lose your train of thought. I'm gonna
Okay.
remember my question.
So basically, to me, Shakur is I think he got the best defense in boxing right now.
Yeah,
And I think that is
I
his
agree.
he got so much ability that he want to be perfect, and that could hold you back from not wanting to even get touched. But if he opened up more, he still wouldn't have got hit a lot. He might have got hit once or twice more, but I seen what Shakur could do up close on the offensive side. So
You know, watching Tank's defense against Frank and the way he was going about trying to break him down, you got to give props to that because, like, when you trying to physically hunt somebody down, it's hard to be defensive. You know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to get them, and you're
yeah,
gonna open up a little bit.
right,
But the thing about Tank when he goes about that work, he don't need to throw so many goddamn punches.
right.
So
Hey,
now
him and Shakur, listen, him and
this
Shakur,
fight
they
right
need to
there
fight
gonna
next
and
year.
there's a debate. We're gonna have a debate in a few. And we're gonna let the fans go in at it. Let them ask you some questions. Make sure you guys become a member of this channel as well, so you can jump on the panel and chop it up with the
Did
best.
you read some of them super chats yet or what?
Now we don't got no
Hey,
more.
look, I'm gonna just say this. Um,
Martin
they need to
Anthony, thank
fight
you for the
next year.
dollar.
Listen, Shakur's so good. I do agree with him when he said, even though I think he could have did more, I ain't going. He a great fighter. So I'm gonna say this when he said I want the dance partner, right? I do believe Shakur need the right dance partners for you to even see how good he is, because he is that good. Like he that good to where he can climb levels. That's why I would at least like to see him fight either Zepeda or Lomachenko. All right, this is what I would do. Tank, Zepeda, Lomachenko, and Shakur. I would let Tank choose who he want to fight since he got the biggest name. He deserved to get to pick his own fight first. And the rest of the three, get to figure out who's gonna fight. Like if Tank say I want him, Zepeda. To me, Zepeda's the easiest out of the bunch, but he still is a dog. But I'm saying he would be fourth. Like he would be, if anybody got to pick, I think he would be the weak link, but he still is an animal. He can fight though. So I think Tank he get to pick who he want to fight.
Check that one. I like this one. Gabriel Mendez. Thank you for the $2, man. Appreciate the donation. Real talk. How do you guys think Shakur fares with Zepeda?
I would love to see. I think Shakur cook him, and I would love to see it. He
Cook,
needs somebody like that.
cook like a hibachi chef.
Yeah, Shakur, his style. See, he need to fight somebody like him or Lomachenko. He needed him, Lomachenko, or Tank is who he need to fight. One of them three. It's gonna hurt him more if he don't fight somebody like that next.
Mm.
I would like to see him fight one of them three. All three of them. I don't think him and Tank is gonna happen next, or put them next year, like put them in May or something like that.
Mm.
But let Tank choose. Tank get to choose who he want to fight.
Ricky Dicky, pause. Thank you for the $5. Shakur is like Tio. He fights to the level of his opposition.
I don't agree with that. No,
You
I
know?
don't agree. I don't agree. Shakur still was sharp as hell though. T.O. The difference with him and T.O. is T.O. performance don't even be that good. Like he be good, real good against the top, but even when he like Shakur don't go down to his level as far as looking sharp. Shakur was still sharp as hell last night. It wasn't an exciting performance, but he was sharp though.
So here's my question, okay? And thank you also for the donations, everybody. Smash the like button. We got over 650 people on the live. So make sure you guys go out your way and hit the like button to improve the visibility of the show. If you guys like content like this, so we can keep it running every day. Also become a member of the channel. Chop it up on the panel. The link is in the comments. Okay. So, um, interviewing Coach Kenny Ellis today, he made a point that I was I forgot about. Honestly, I didn't put no thought on it. Um, Shakur's a right-hander. He fights out of the southpaw position. His hook clearly in the fight was the punch that was clearly the more effective. Him shooting that left hand, which I believe he didn't shoot it enough, and I believe that his jab, he lacked on his jab a lot, especially, walking down somebody without his jab. I think that's not textbook to me. But I ain't at Shakur's level. But in the same time, what would you have to say about, you know, that? Because I think Kenny Ellis said something. If he fought orthodox, he probably have more power. What you think?
No, because he threw too many lefts to me. He didn't throw enough right from the right side. That was my complaint. He threw. Look, go watch the fight. He threw
I
all
thought
left.
he should have countered more with his left hand,
Yeah, he threw.
straight
He
down the
threw.
pipe.
No, to me, he threw one punch at a time. The whole too much. He threw one. He didn't put his punches together because he didn't want to get hit. He didn't throw. He barely threw more than one or two punches the whole fight. He threw one punch at a time. It's things I could say. I'm you know,
He's definitely a spurt fighter. That's for sure.
yeah, but he didn't put his punches together, like, because I think he didn't want to get hit. But no, to me, he didn't come on
Like
the right
three
side
threes
enough.
threes and fours.
Yeah, he could have threw that last night. Could do
And
with
that could have been the trick to get him out.
yeah, not with Tank. Yeah, you ain't gonna throw too many threes and fours because Tank is a great counter puncher and can punch. But with this guy, it was time to rein him off on him to let him loose because dude wasn't no puncher. Now with Tank, yeah, you throw one at a time too. You ain't trying to open up and throw four because Tank could cut in the middle and catch you and knock you out. Tank is a all right. People did like this. The thing with Tank, people don't give him credit on how smart of a fighter he is. Like Tank can adapt on the fly quick, like, and he'd get it there. He'd do it. A lot of fighters thinking about it, but they don't do it. Like you could see him thinking, but the fight be over with. Tank of collected, he'd download it, and probably be like, all right, he keep doing that shit, I'm gonna get his ass. Then he end up boom, lights out. Like the way that he knocked out Frank Martin was like that took a whole lot of like ring and mental smarts because just how he knocked him out was something I was working on with my young fighter that I'm working with. And I got to say, look what he did. Like damn, he hit him up and it was like exactly damn near how he did it. So I think that Tank's skill level is he might be the best all around fighter in boxing. Like no,
Ooh.
outside of Crawford, like all around, I would put him number two behind Crawford.
Number two,
Yeah, like as
all
far as
around
how
fighter.
to do it all, defense, offense, killer instinct. Shakur don't really have a killer instinct because that
Chin
ain't
insurance.
yeah, because that ain't the
Does
style.
Tank got a better chin than Crawford?
I don't know because he ain't. We got to see. Crawford is at the you know he Crawford did it longer with better fighters. So
he fought the best opposition at 40 and 47.
Yeah, Crawford did it longer. So my thing is this: Tank people forgetting how good Tank's skills are. He punched so hard that people ignoring that. Just like Tommy Hearns to me, who was one of the greatest fighters ever. He hit so hard you forgot that he was outboxing
The
Leonard.
only thing about with Tank, he hasn't shown you like roundability, like, you know what I mean? Like he hasn't gotten hit and we like, yo, like I feel like watch when Tank gets hurt.
Hold
Watch the
on, but
first
guess
time.
what?
Watch when
You know
Tank gets
why?
hurt, Mickey. You're gonna be like, everyone's gonna be like, oh, all his haters. Oh shit, I told you.
I've seen him
Oh,
buzz a couple
watch.
times though, but guess what? He experienced and he's smart. He know not to show it.
A stanky leg?
Listen, that's the part of being a smart fighter is
He
not
never gave
showing.
us the stanky leg.
No, I've seen him buzz when he fought Ryan, when he fought, was it
But Mickey,
Rose?
the stanky leg though.
Not like that because he got a chin. Even though this boxing, anybody could get hurt. Look, Bam Rodriguez got hurt.
But
Great fighter.
have you seen Tank get rocked and then instantly go backwards?
Yeah, when he fought Ryan.
I gotta
Maybe
check it.
Rolly, he knew he could hit, but see, let's credit his defense. Because the reason why we didn't see him
Yo,
get
yo,
hit
did
a
he
lot
go
of
back or did he go laterally? Like, oh shit, that shit was so pop on that shit. Or did he? Then let me come to the side and let me set some shit up. Or did he go just pull out and just was like, nah, like when you pull out and a girl, you don't want to like you know what I mean because she ain't the one.
To me, all right, look at it like this. He even stopped Barrios, a welterweight. I think he's supposed to fight Manny Pacquiao. So you got to think he got a chin, but what I'm saying is his
And
IQ.
Pacquiao went to sleep though with a stretcher and all that.
Yeah, see, anybody could get hurt in boxing. That's why I just named dude is a bad boy. Bam Rodriguez, he destroyed dude that fight, but you see, he still got dropped, right? You gotta
Yo,
give him
dog.
his credit too. He one of the baddest dudes in the sport. Bam.
Yo, Bam Rodriguez is one of the baddest MMO in this
I
sport
got
for
I
sure.
got him number 3 as far as well-rounded fighters, like knowing how to do it all. He number 3 behind Tank. Now, this the thing. Dude got dropped anyway. So we can't say somebody don't got a chin if that's the part of boxing, getting hit hard and getting dropped. Like that's easy to do. But the thing is sometimes when the fighter punch hard, you forget about how good skills they got. And one of them guys is like a Tommy Hearns. Tommy was beating Ray Leonard by outboxing him. Tommy was so good of a boxer that people don't know. And they don't realize and see the things that he did in the ring and how good his jab and his distance and all that, because he always stretched people. And that's, to me, Tank people, his power is so crazy that people forget about. They don't look at the details of what he's doing. They on the edge of their seat waiting for the knockout the whole fight. But when I watch Tank, I'm watching the details like, damn, okay, I see what he did right there. You could see him thinking. You could see him thinking when he fight Tank. You could see him like, oh, I got this. Like Tank is real comfortable. To me, you know what? I think Shakur's still trying to find himself in the ring as good as he is.
Mm,
Tank know who
mm.
he is in the ring completely now. Tank know exactly
So,
who he is in the ring,
and
and that's
that's
why it's so
scary.
dangerous.
Right, right. Here it is right here. Ricky Dicky, thank you for the $2. Mickey, you think Shakur beats Ryan?
I think it's too much weight, but he got that style matchup is like a good style fit. Like honestly, Ryan got the style to beat Shakur. But Shakur, it's like a 50-50 style matchup. But the only thing is I don't think Ryan's condition would be good enough. So I think Shakur win. I think he would land that hook, but he won't probably be able to land it no more after he get it off. But I just think the weight is too much. But Shakur, one thing about Shakur, he probably got some of the best conditioning in the game. He don't get tired. He was talking in the corner. He probably shouldn't have been. I ain't like that part when he was going back and forth with his grandfather. He went back and forth with him too. I ain't really like that. He should have just chilled and heard what he heard, and then just let it go. Like, all right, I wouldn't argue back with the head trainer. He was kind of like, I wouldn't have, but that showed his conditioning though, because I'm like, damn, he talking.
So, do you think like listening to what Wally Moses was trying to say, and looking at the body language from Shakur, do you feel like if he was focused on his corner, he would have been able to get this guy out of here?
Well, I'm gonna be real. His grandfather was giving him real good advice. Because what he was saying, I was thinking like, and his grandfather was saying, his grandfather was telling him the right things. I just think dude was determined to just go 12 rounds. It's hard to get a dude out that just want to survive. Like, it's hard, dude just wanted to see the last bell. Like, he wasn't trying to win. So it's difficult to fight guys like that. For Shakur, because he's not a big puncher, he got fair power. But that's what I'm saying. I want to see Shakur and there was Zepeda or Lomachenko next. No, nobody else. I don't think him and Tank gonna fight. If it ain't one of them three, I want to see him fight either Tank, Lomachenko, or Zepeda. Nobody else. I think Tank then you see Shakur going his bag a little bit more.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're almost approaching an hour. Show your grace and show your love by hitting the like button. We're almost at 300 likes. We're approaching it now. I want to continue. Mickey and I will continue, but we need to get this love, all right? So, Coda with the $5. Appreciate the donations, Brody. Shakur knows where he is in his process. I also think Shakur is gonna really understand how his offense is defense. That's when core blossoms, in his opinion. What do you think? Do you think Coda speaks upon his offense being his defense over time? He believes that this is the process of Shakur. What do you think?
I mean, he still got room to grow 100%. But I seen Shakur lay some offense down in the gym, so I know it could be done. But I do think that the dance partner is gonna make the difference. Like if you put him in there with Zepeda or Lomachenko next, at least one of them. Even though I think Zepeda's, it'd be hard for him to get in on Shakur. He could fight and he a dog, but he kind of slow. But I think Loma give him that challenge that we need because that fight is still, I say 55-45. Shakur is real close. Like you better believe Shakur, dude gonna get his rounds. Loma, I think that shit'd be like a razor close fight. I got Shakur beating him, but I think that he will have to pick it up because once Loma start letting it go, you ain't got a choice. But with Tank, he just got to win. He could throw 20 punches around. If you beat Tank, it don't matter how you beat him. You got to be smart and fight how you got to fight.
Omac Original, thank you for the $2 donation. Tank opponents come to survive, but he finds a way.
Who, Tank?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. But Tank is a huge puncher. But Tank, that's why I said we got to acknowledge his skills. Like we got to acknowledge that he getting in there and he's setting these dudes up, and we got to get a full breakdown. You got to hear the dude that he fought that was in front of him, Frank Martin. When you fight a guy like Frank was in tip top shape. He could fight. He can tell you, I'm sure, like damn, Tank, his skills is superb because Frank came in that fight sharp. He came in there trying to win, and boom, just like that, in 15 seconds. 15 seconds, he up out of there.
Ain't that some shit?
Think about it. I'm talking about like this. He got on the rope, he caught him slipping, he hurt him, and he finished him. He ain't let him survive or none of that. So
Right.
Tank, him and Crawford, both the best finishers in boxing.
Yeah.
I mean, when was the last time they don't go
Better
to
beef.
about it?
Better
Oh,
beef.
better, yeah, of course. Yeah, I forgot about him.
You got to put him in there.
Oh, 1,000,000%. Yeah, him and Tank both the hardest punchers in boxing. Better Biev and Tank. But Tank got like more dimensions than Better Biev. Like he can box, he can counter, he got speed, he can open up shots, like he could switch it up from round to round. Like he could fight this round one way and then the next round he can completely just turn it around.
Right. So talk to me about that. What do you think about the fight? As far as Shakur Stevenson and Tank Davis is concerned now.
I think it's a 50-50 fight.
You believe it's a 50-50 fight?
Yeah, 50-50, yeah.
Tell me.
The reason why is because I think it'd be like let me see if I could think of a fight to pattern it to say this how the outcome would be. See, the thing is just like we said, anybody can have a chin and get knocked out. So we got to see two things from each side. We got to see if Tank can cut the ring off on Shakur. If that's going to be that's going to be the key to Tank winning is cutting the ring off, because I don't think he can beat Shakur from the outside. That's Shakur's fight, the outside. Now, from Shakur's end, can you keep Tank up off of you? Like, you still got to put some shit on Tank, because if he feel like, oh, that's it, oh, I'm about to bring it. So if Tank land, he got the power to hurt anybody. So chin or not, if he land on you and hurt you and he follow it up, can he take his punch? We haven't seen
And
Shakur.
what about the trading of the punches too?
Yeah, see, that's why I don't think Shakur would trade with him. I think he'd stick his and he'd
But
fight.
that's one thing about Tank too. It's like that's an element we ain't really even seeing from him, because he had to do ultimately the last resort. That's something that he could put in play as well.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you the crazy thing. I'm gonna keep it real.
Sacrificing his chin just to grab that
I'm gonna
that
keep it real
one
about Tank. I don't think
knockoff.
we've seen Tank have to fight as hard as. The only time I think we had to see him fight as hard is when he had one hand when he fought Pitbull, because I think he hurt one of his something. He hurt his hand or what, and
Yeah.
you could see him how he had to like fight soup. That showed how smart he was to beat a good fighter like Pitbull with one hand, right? That was the only fight you seen his full effort. I don't even think we got a chance to see him putting his full effort yet. That's the scary part with Tank. What Shakur, he gonna have to go in his bag. Like he gonna really have to fucking go in his bag, because with Shakur, you ain't gonna just find that stuff easy. You gonna have to really start earlier and really, go to him and know how to cut the ring off. Now with Shakur, he gonna have to come with something to make Tank say, I'm about to keep. He got to keep him off. He got to have something to keep him off with. Because defense. Guess what? Who the judge is gonna get around to? If Tank the one that's coming and he ain't even hitting them, they gonna score them rounds for Tank.
Right.
So Shakur gonna have to let his hands loose in that fight, because it can go down to the scorecard to where we say, damn, who won? They might give it to Tank, even if Shakur wins 7-5. They might give it to Tank because they like Tank was the aggressor. So, man, that to me, Man, that matchup right there, that got to happen. I'm glad his trainer said 2025. I get that to next May. Next, they need to make that happen at the best possible time because they need to maximize. That's going to be a real big fight. Like they need to maximize that one. So,
I
um,
got so many. I got so many questions leading up to that because now you see we're all excited now. Everybody's in the chat. Make sure you guys smash the like button so we can start up a poll. Shakur versus Tank poll. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure you guys want that. So let's get up to 400 likes
hey, but
so we can
listen,
start that poll up.
I think that will probably happen next year, hopefully. But I want to see Loma versus Shakur. Give him get that one. You know, if Shakur, I would like to see that because Loma ain't no joke. Like people, you know, he still got what it takes to beat anybody.
Right. Let me get into this super chat right here. Free bands. Thank you for the $2. All honesty, is Shakur's Tank's biggest threat or no?
Yeah, I would
Thank you
say.
for the $2 free bands. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I would say that's his biggest threat.
Biggest threat?
Yeah, your hands down. Yeah, I think both of them each other's biggest threat. He's
Not not
he's
Teofimo
Shakur.
Lopez.
Nope, nah.
Not Devin Haney.
Well, I'm mainly going off 135 right now. Who's
Okay.
at the
Okay.
weight? Them
I
two
got
both got the style to beat each other.
you.
50-50 down the middle.
Green Villain Mike. Thank you for the $5 donation, bro. Tank's timing, speed, and accuracy will offset Shakur's defense. Tank don't waste punches.
No, he don't waste punches, but the thing is I think Shakur, man, that'll be that fight. It's something that we got to see because I could picture it. But one thing about Tank is you can't say like he could hit you. It ain't even got to be Tank could hurt you with something that grazed you damn near. Like when Frank Martin got a good chin, but when he hit Frank, he hurt him with the uppercut. He was damn near out. Then he followed up with the left. He just quick like that. When Tank hurt you, he know he got you hurt. Sometimes fighters when they don't know when they got people hurt until they real experience. Tank is real comfortable with his style in the ring. Like you could tell that Tank know how good he is to where he don't even honestly, I think Tank fought like at 70% against Frank Martin. I don't even think he
Mm.
needed to be. I don't even think
I
Tank
thought.
needed to be his best yet, for real.
I think he carried him for a couple rounds too for the show.
I don't think he really carried him, but he like, man, I'm let me get warm all the way and just get his ass when I get him.
He
But
probably would have took a couple more licks just to get inside. I'm saying like he would have got a little bit more aggressive, I guess, more anxious to get him if he wanted to get him. But he called that round, right?
he got him. I mean, the knockout couldn't have been.
He
I mean,
called
the
the
way that
round,
he
right?
knocked
So how
dudes
can
off.
we say that he didn't carry him?
Listen, the knockout, the way that he getting these
He
knockouts,
was walking him down in the third round or fourth round or some shit
the
with
way
his
he gets
hands down.
knockouts is picture perfect. Like the way that he stopped Frank was like perfect. Like I gotta give him his credit. Like the way that he knocking dudes out is perfect. Like pretty. It ain't like no wild shit. It's planned. Like all right, boom, I heard him. Bam, came over. Like it was perfect. Like to where he knew that he could do that. So his confidence in hurting you is something different. So we would have to see if Shakur is willing to open up to beat him because you got to score points to beat Tank. If he coming forward and you the one that's moving around, they're gonna score the rounds for Tank.
That's true. That's true.
But them two is
100%.
a match made in heaven, though. Like if either one of them slip that much, they gonna lose. Whoever the best on that night is gonna win the fight.
Right. Um, Daniel W. Thank you for the $5. For this to have been a hometown fight, leading into free agency, I think we've seen the best version of Shakur already.
No, I don't think so.
Daniel
I
W,
don't think
thank you
so.
for the 5 piece. He out here
We see.
he out here
We see
being
the
deep.
best.
He's deep with it.
Listen, if we want to see Shakur really turn it up, he got to fight Tank or Lomachenko. Now, my third pick would be Zepeda, but I don't think he got to go fully in his bag to beat him. Zepeda is a dog, but I don't think now Tank and Shakur is the ones that's gonna really make him. I mean, Tank and Loma, because Loma gonna come with some shit to where you ain't got a chance but to let your hands go. Because Loma put his punches together. Loma's at his peak. Like he at his best right now. So he know his style in the ring. He know what to do in the ring. Like Shakur, he know what he doing up in there. I would like to see him fight Pitbull to keep it real with you.
Yeah, me too.
Pitbull versus Shakur. I think Shakur beat him, but Pitbull know how to get inside and cut the ring off. As short as he is, he got skills and he know how to cut the ring off pretty good.
Right. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button so we can improve the visibility of the show. We got over like 640 people on the YouTube live. We just started the Instagram live for everybody that wants to tap in and call in. We got our first caller right here. Coda in the building. You know we here live with Mickey. Talk to me. Talk to me.
I was screaming earlier. I was sharing and saying I was over at the gym. She got crazy, so I was screaming. I lost my voice. But we here, baby. We here.
All right, so let me get into the super chat. Mickey, Carlos, Vargas, thank you for the $2. I think Tank's a better boxer than Shakur and Loma. Carlos Vargas, thank you for the $2.
I can't argue that.
Mm.
I can't argue.
Jack B. Fishing, thank you for the $2. We don't want that fight. Dude is boring.
Nah, whoever's saying that, see, people too emotional. And I see emotional people in the chats. Like, see, you getting the real opinion from somebody that really know the sport. So, you ain't getting somebody that's just talking to talk. Like,
They know you on Mill City Boxing. They know.
yeah, I'm only saying that because I see a girl that just said something like, "No, I ain't got a reason to be a fanboy. I've been in this sport 30 plus years, and I did things, and I've been in, So I'm gonna give her a pass because she probably clueless, or it's a lot of other stuff I could say, but I'm just,
Damn, Mickey said I'm gonna give her a pass. Dang,
yeah,
he went gangsta on me. I thought you were just world champion coach and all that. Like we giving passes now.
No,
All
I'm
right.
just saying because people see when you 1 minute I'm biased for a person, but when I keep it real, just the most non-biased that I can be is keeping it real. I'm like 1 minute I'm biased for one person, 1 minute I'm not. 1 minute, nah. I'm saying even when it come to like the Tank, somebody said he can outbox both of them. I can't argue with that. You know why? Because it's 50-50. Y'all want me to be on one person's side and be delusional and talk like I don't know boxing. It ain't too many people living in this world that know boxing more than me. Guaranteed. Like, and
Oh.
facts.
Ooh. Ooh.
And I'm gonna give her a pass. I don't normally do that, but she said I'm a Shakur fanboy. I thought I was a Devin Haney fanboy. Which one?
Oh, get him,
But I'm
Mick.
gonna give her a pass because I don't even. That's why I don't read the chat. But I'm gonna just say this: you getting my honest boxing perspective. Like I ain't got no dog in the fight either way. I'm gonna keep it real. Like y'all want me to be a fanboy. When I hear something that's right, I'm gonna say what's right and what I really think. I
Talk
ain't
that.
got a dog in the fight. Ain't
Talk
neither.
that.
You get what I'm saying? How
Talk
can I
that.
be a fanboy for both? She said, I think you a fanboy for both. How? I'm analyzing the fight. Like, what you want me to do? You want me to go off? You want me to just knock both of them? Why would we want to see the fight if I don't give them both their credit? Why would we be talking about the fight?
Oh my goodness!
It don't make sense for you not to give both men their credit. You gotta be.
Yo, Mick, before you was a boxer, were you a chef? Were you a chef before you were a boxer?
He said he gonna let her live and cook.
Damn. You out here cooking. Listen, we got the call-ins. We're live on Mill City Boxing.
Hey, sis, I'm gonna give you a pass though, because you might be cool, but so I ain't gonna go in on you. You might be a cool girl, but no, I'm just analyzing the fight the best way I can from a neutral standpoint, but giving my honest opinion though.
Right. But once again, if you guys do want to call in, right, I do have a couple spaces available, and it's Mill City Podcast on YouTube. If you guys want to call in, okay. We have another super chat here, or a couple here. I think that Core will be gun shy against Tank, like he was against De Los Santos, and Tank will catch up with him. Core don't like body shots. What you think? You seen Core to the weak to the body ever?
No, I ain't see that, but I'm gonna be honest with you.
Talk to me. That's all I want.
To be honest, he do be looking. I ain't gonna say gun shy, but here's what I'm gonna say. He trying to look too perfect defensively. But this come from, like I say, quit worrying about Floyd Mayweather. Don't have nobody like if ain't nobody work with Floyd or Roger, and I'm gonna keep saying this. Don't get nobody that's trying to copy them. His grandfather told him the right stuff in the corner, but if you got to know who you got. Listen, I'm real tight with Jay Prince and all of them, and I talked to them during the fight, and I had an assessment that I gave them straight to them, like of what I saw. His grandfather know boxing, but he more like he more like the eyes. He more like the eyes, but what he was saying in the corner was right, and he was going back and forth with his grandfather. I think that he should have listened to his grandfather more. He was kind of going back and forth with him in the corner. Now he's a smart fighter, but you got to think this man's sitting on the outside of the ring.
Mm-hmm.
What his grandfather was saying was right, but the only thing is Shakur got some offense, and I seen him, and I worked with him for a fight, and I'm like, damn, Shakur, he can do this when he wants to. But the crazy thing is this, right? He gonna need
Shout
it
out to
with
Lisa
Tank.
Garcia in the building.
He gonna need it with Tank, because how you think the judge is gonna score if Tank the one that's, even if Tank just going to him and you not throwing punches, they gonna score it for Tank.
You seeing how the cards are gonna go on the ring generalship?
Yeah, so it'll look like this. This how people would say, right? They'll say, oh, if it go to distance, Shakur win. No, that ain't true, because if Tank go to him, that's his style. We already know how Tank fight. We know that he can wait, he can not throw punches, and he can just attempt to knock you out. But if the judge is like, damn, the fight wasn't really action only because Shakur said we gonna give it to Tank, they gonna blame Shakur if the fight ain't good, because Tank always get knockouts. Now, if Tank let his hands go, Shakur, my bad. Now, Shakur, if he fought how he did yesterday and won, you can't complain, because he just got to beat him. It don't matter how he beat. As bad as it sound, if I'm training Shakur against Tank, I ain't going to be worried about it being action. I'm going to just say, oh, pick your shots. Make sure he don't cut the ring off you. You hit and don't get hit. I'm not gonna be mad if the crowd is mad. Just get your win. Now, with guys like he fought yesterday, yeah, he should have did more to him. Shakur, with Tank, no, he don't have to do no more than that, long as he win. That's the point. But it's Tank's job to make him fight, because I don't think Tank could beat him in an outside boxing match. I think Tank could probably beat him mid-range and on the inside, maybe he
Okay.
can outbox him in there. But on the outside, I don't really see him beating him on the outside.
Okay. Also, once again, shout out to Lisa Garcia. I seen the performance that Sean Garcia. You seen that the rivalry with Sean and Amado. They met
Yeah,
up in the pros, and it was a good fight. You know what I mean? It looked like everybody was happy. Everybody was entertaining the crowd. And then the sportsmanship at the end was lovely as well. So I like Sean Garcia the way he go about his business. Um, were you able to see the fight?
yeah, I was checking it out. Yeah,
So much boxing going on in one
yeah,
day. I know.
I was checking it out. Yeah, he a real tough fighter. Mato, one thing I can see, he spar with everybody in Vegas. Like he'd get in there with anybody. That's one thing I do know about him. With Vargas Amato, you know,
Yeah.
I've seen him in there with everybody.
Um, we got here another super chat here. Profile P, thank you for the $2. Tank goes high guard against core and forces a fight. What you think? You think
Um,
Shakur will go? You think he'll go high guard and step, or you think more back? You think more long range boxing, right?
Tank,
Well, Shakur, how he would go about it, because that's the super. The super chat says Tank goes high. Oh my bad. Tank goes high guard against core and forces the fight. Do you think he forces the fight?
yeah,
Sure.
but he gonna do it smart though. He gonna do it in the smart fashion.
Like how he did Frank, is what you're
Because
saying.
look, all right,
Nah.
this what Tank know that he can do. In his mind, he know he could punch with Shakur at any time. Because in his mind, he don't think he can hurt him. So it'd be good on Shakur's end. He would need to get Tank's respect. So he need to lay something on him. So he like, oh damn, he hit harder than I thought.
For sure.
Like first round.
Because guess what? If he don't, he gonna be like, oh shit. When he punch, I'ma punch. Because Tank
Right.
is fast and got good timing as well. So, but I'm gonna just say this, man. If Tank happened to stop him, that shit'll shoot him through the roof.
Tank is gonna stop him.
If Tank could stop Shakur, that'd be. If he stops Shakur
I think.
and
I think.
when Terrence retire, I'll put him at pound for pound.
Thank you for saying it, my dog. Say it again for me.
No, I'm
Shakur.
saying if he could. Now, if Shakur beat,
If you can't touch him, Shakur.
no, he can touch him. He gonna touch him for sure. No,
So
I'm saying
T
if he knocked out Shakur, no, me
T
knowing how hard it of a task it'd be. If he
Carlos.
knock out Shakur, if Terrence retired, I'll put him number one pound for pound. Now,
Hold on. Carlos Vargas, thank you for the $2. Ty, thank you for the $5. Shakur loses a fight. Ain't no more talking to Jay Prince. Remember, no comment. Thank you, Ty, for the $5. Carlos Vargas, Tank and overall better boxer than anyone at 135 and 40. So we could touch up on those
who
right
Tank?
there.
He
On
said
both of
Tank
those
did.
comments. The first one, yeah, you can go with that one. Tank is an overall better boxer than
I can't argue.
anyone at 135 and 40.
Can't argue against it because he do the most.
Can't argue.
He do everything well.
What about you, fellas? What do you guys think about that?
Well, against about Shakur and Tank.
Yeah.
Easy work.
Word.
Wait, what's easy? What's easy?
Right. Shakur didn't like, after what I seen last night, when Hondu hit Shakur in the body, Shakur backed up a lot when Hondu caught him in the body.
Yeah.
Now, think about Tank hitting your body and you're not able to move how you want to move. True. But also, I think,
hey, you know what, man?
Got good defense, but after last night, when Hondu snuck in that uppercut on Shakur, I said, yo, bro, if you get hit one of those by Tank, you're out of there.
Yeah, see, Tank got that kind of explosion and power that can knock out anybody. Like, you could have the greatest chin, the same way Roberto Duran had one of the best chins ever, but Tommy Hearns knocked him out in the second round.
But the thing is with me, is he fought Frank Martin's opponent that Frank beat by knockout. Why didn't he beat him by knockout? That's the question. And hold on. Before y'all start finishing anything, I could recall Shakur said this on Twitter, because I watch Twitter and I be on Twitter. Shakur said, if I don't get rid of this man and knock him out, I'm done. I'm retiring. Well, you didn't knock him out. Yeah, and also I just got to piggyback on that. But so I think that fight really exposed Shador. Thank you. Because
he changed his whole name. He remixed his name. He said Shador.
Yeah. Like, it just seemed like he's starting to complain too much. He's not listening to his corner. Like, his and that's what trying to tell him. And that's what get fighters beat. Then he seemed like he's starting to get big-headed. Like, you know what I'm saying? You see what Frank Martin did? What did Derrick James say? Stay off the ropes. He didn't want to listen. And look where it got him. Put on the canvas. One thing we all know for sure, right? One thing we all know for sure. You make one mistake against Tanks, it's over. The thing with Tank is he's like a computer. He's gonna watch your every move. He's gonna see what side you favor to go to the most. Your jab, all that. He ain't gonna care about the jab because he's gonna cut through that and hit you with body shots. That's what slows you down. If you really look at Tank's fight, when Tank hits people and he works on that body, it slows them down. That's why they go to the ropes and hope the ropes will save them.
Yeah, but see, that's the only problem, though, right? Here go the only problem. He's not going to be able to get to Shakur as easy to get to the body. So this is the scenario. This is the scenario, right? Taker have to have his best night only because as good as Tank is, sometimes he take a long time to get his guys out of there. You don't want to let Shakur get that late. It might not happen. But at the same time, Shakur got to let his hands go because even if it go to the scorecards and he didn't throw enough punches, even if Shakur won, just say Shakur won 7-5. We just seen that with Shaqy Foster fight yesterday. I thought he clearly won. And they robbed him.
Robbed like hell. But also, I agree. Coach Kenny said he wanted to throw in his hands. Like, he was almost dead. Shakur don't throw his hands. We all know this. Shakur trying to talk about he wants the best.
We got to let you narrate this,
If you're not letting your hands go, then what the fuck are you doing?
Hey, you got to narrate this so we can take turns.
Right.
My fault, my guy.
So, talk to me. What's your thoughts on what everyone's saying upon this matchup? Obviously, it's the big debate. And we got GT, man. It's been a minute, GT.
What's up, brother? How you been?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. Chilling. Eating my first meal of the day. Listening to Boxing Talk. What y'all talking about?
We here with Mickey Bay. We here with Mickey Bay as well. And we talking about...
What's up, brother?
What's good? This GT from my state, my town.
I got you. Hold on.
Hey, hold on. Let me say this, man. And
Go ahead.
Let me acknowledge this for GT, for anybody that's listening. When I say how cold he was coming, like back in the day, when you talking about boxing skills and when I mentioned to you, Mill, yo, GT was good. Hey, listen, let me just tell the chat how cold and slick this cat was. Without him, anybody that y'all see from the Midwest, especially from Ohio or Michigan, that you see fighting slick, came from him, Ricardo Williams, and all of that crop. When you see the Adrian Broners and all these slick fighters that came up from the mid '90s, in the early 2000s, he one of them that paved the way.
Appreciate that, champ.
Listen, and I'm gonna be honest with you. To this day, y'all had the best gym that I ever seen. That whole fucking purple uniform, like anybody you seen in that shit, I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. Like the most talent I ever seen in my life. And I'm just glad to be a part of it and be from the same fucking area that to come up and get them skills from watching guys like you, Ron Seiler, Ricardo Williams.
You surpassed us. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, man. Like, just from us watching and seeing y'all is what it made our eye to the game just different. Floyd Mayweather, we got the chance to see these cats being from Ohio and Michigan, it's some of the best talent I ever seen in my life. This ain't a knock to nobody. It came from Ohio and Michigan, flat out. And you got the same teachers I got as far as, I know you got Ricardo Williams Sr., but Roger and Floyd Seniors, man, them two goats right there.
Right. I never worked with Big Floyd, but Roger was my trainer 100%. So you ain't lying.
So GT, what's new with you, man?
Oh no, I moved to Costa Rica last June. So I've been here a year. I just built a training camp. I just opened the doors last week. I had my first visitor, and we're gonna post videos soon, man. So it's a beautiful place. It's like it's a fighter's dream. It's like the training camp that any fighter from age 1 to 60 would want to come and train here. So I'm in the middle of that, and I'm glad I got it done, man.
Hey, I'm gonna come down there and see you one day, probably in the winter time.
Anytime. It's like 75 to 85 all year round. So anytime you want to come, you're welcome.
Yeah, man.
So what inspired you? So what inspired you to open up a gym in Costa Rica?
To be honest, man, it kind of just happened. After I left Floyd go, well, not left Floyd go, but after I walked away from his corner, I had to do some thinking about how to approach the sport again, who to work with, who not to work with, how to judge situations going into them, having better discernment of situations. So in the middle of all that, it kind of like just fell back from the sport and moved to Costa Rica, and I don't know, something just came over me and said, you should do the gym, you should do the camp, because a lot of people need to come, like leader states. A lot of fighters, they've been their camps usually be comfortable, like they train where they live at, they don't leave. They don't go to Colorado Springs. The altitude, I'm 3,000 feet in the air right now. So like it's just a lot of things that I was starting to think about. Like, man, I know what I know. I'm gonna come up with a gym, like kind of like the scenes out of Kickboxer or Bloodsport or Karate Kid. Like I'm gonna be that guy, the Mr. Miyagi, where it's an uncomfortable situation and you put them through the, chopping wood and throwing boulders and jumping in a waterfall, doing, water exercises, like just different things. And it kind of just happened. And I just went with it, and now I'm done. So it was just another venture that I added to my coaching career, and I got a few more to go.
So, like, moving forward, like, obviously continuing your path on, like you said, who to work with, who not to work with. How has that been as far as, you was working with the all-time great, and now you just, watching it all move and figuring out where you want to land?
Really, I kind of been like this already, but I just kind of like let things fall into place. Of course, I do my work. I work hard as hell, and my reputation stands. Anybody that ever seen me in a gym working with any fighter, I'm talking about from lower novice to the best. I treat them all the same. I'm not on my phone. I'm full attention. My eyes on them at all times. I'm pointing out mistakes. I'm praising every good thing. So I do all that work. I still have that going, but I'm still working on myself. I'm still studying the sport. I'm still staying active, staying in shape. I'm in the best shape I've been in a long time, and I'm just basically just letting things happen, just like I always do. But this time when it comes, I have to have a longer conversation with self about if I should take the job or not.
What was the reason of parting ways?
I posted it. You talking about with Floyd?
Yeah.
I posted it on my Instagram. My last Instagram, it got took off. Weird. Got took off after that post. But anyway, after the last fight, he gave me 30,000. I'm like, is this it? And he said some. I ain't gonna go into it. I ain't gonna go deep into it. But that was it. It was a money thing. It's like somebody wants to make 99% of the money. You know what I'm saying? Like that's greedy to me. Like there's a pie. There's a big old pie, and there's people that help make pie, right? And like, what slices are you going to give out to the people who helped make this pie for everybody? You know, we all made it. You know, everybody was needed. You know, everybody was picked, selected. So let's put this pizza up better. And I used his lingo, which was robbing bank robberies. He was robbing banks and stuff. So if I'm going up in a bank with you and Mickey and whoever else on here, no disrespect, but we go rob a bank, like we got to split this money, right? Determines, you know, how things go moving forward. And so we split a pie and it's 100 slices and take 99 of them and make everybody split one. Oh no, I can't rob the bank with you no more. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it went. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Hey, now I'm gonna let you finish. Yeah. Now when people, you already know briefly what I told you. Like, we grew up loving Floyd. You know, he grew up with Floyd even before me. Listen, great in the ring and all of that. He get all the praise that he deserved, but this man ain't lying. I'm gonna just say that. Like, my career disappeared. I ain't gonna get into it, but it's good. Everybody ain't just leaving for nothing. Like, you know, we give, you know, I'm gonna just let him say what he's saying. You know, like I say, he ain't, I could empathize with what he's saying and know that I know GT. I know that he ain't lying. I know what he's saying is real. I'm gonna just say that.
So GT, obviously, there's so many different, you know, you could have moved so many different ways, right? You went to Costa Rica, right? You went a route like nobody could say nothing about me, right? But in the same time, you ever thought about it like, why didn't I just work with somebody in the gym, like in the Vegas gym, and coach them and stuff like that? You was working with Clarissa at one point in time too, in AB.
Me and Clarissa still in. She ready for me to come to Atlanta now. Yeah, what happened was in June I was moving anyway. I told everybody, all my teams, all my fighters, all the members of the teams, I told them that I was moving to Costa Rica. I lived in Miami, and my lease was coming up, and I was like, man, where am I moving to? I was like, man, I'm gonna go out the country. So this was just gonna be home. And, you know, when it's time to go to camp, I would have went to camp. You know, with Clarissa, AV, whoever. So that's what this is. This is just home. This is just my home. But I just in between then and now, I just decided to turn my home into a camp, a gym, because I got 2 guest houses, and I got a big house myself. And my house is open layout. I don't know if you can see it. And so it's open layout, so it's like perfect to be a gym. And so I just turned my house into a gym, for real, a camp, you can call it. But anytime a fighter want to work, I'm gonna come. You know, if I take it, I'm gonna come to camp. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna fly and leave. And when I'm done with the fight, this is where I come home and lay my head and rest. Yeah, just like Miami. Miami was my last house. This just so happened to be my next house.
Right. Mm-hmm. So much is going on in the boxing industry as well. You know, I know you watching. What you think about, you know, Tank's body of work with Frank Martin and Shakur's body of work with Artem yesterday, and that whole card exactly. I mean, talk to me.
Tank and Frank Martin, it was a big hype fight. It was more competitive than what people seen it as. I mean, prior, during, and after, because you know Tank did what he did, so people are not gonna give Frank the credit he's due, but he's a very, very, very great skilled fighter. I put him in the top 10 as far as skills go, and I'm real strong and stern on fundamentals, and he impressed me big time. He keeps his hands up and he does everything almost 100% right. So Tank just blasted out somebody that's really, really great. So I don't think we're giving Tank all the credit that he deserves for it. You know, we're just so used to seeing Tank do that to whoever. You know, eventually, you know, when the time comes in the fight. But and Shakur boxed a masterful performance, a beautiful performance, and a lot of people are they're riding with the narrative that Top Rank is pushing out and that's because he's leaving. If he wasn't leaving, they'd be praising him. They'd be matching him up perfectly with better opponents that are giving the results that people want. You know what I'm saying? It won't be decisions and people survive, and it'll be stoppages. You know, either 2-punch combination stoppages or exhaustion stoppages or just spiritual stoppages. Their spirit just gone depleted because Shakur is so good. What else? The fight is. I didn't watch the robbery, but I definitely tuned into Shakur's and Tank's Frank Martin fight. What's up, Coach Kenny? Hey, how y'all doing? Much love, brother. I know that I always give Coach Calvin props, and I'm learning that there's some assistant trainers out there that are just as good as head trainers, and you deserve a whole lot of props. So much props to you. I hope you've been seeing it. Like I start to tag both of y'all instead of Calvin. And you deserve all the love you're getting, and keep doing what you're doing, brother. Hey, man, it's funny you say that. I appreciate it. I never knew your name, but I always see you all distance, right? Mm-hmm. And I say next time I see you in person, I'm gonna pull you up. You do an excellent job, man. And I respect you for standing 10 toes down. And it's not about the money. You know your worth. You know your worth. Exactly. And that it reminds me of myself. You know what I mean? Exactly. Keep doing what you're doing. I appreciate it. Hell yeah, no doubt. I appreciate that too. Hopefully one day we work together with a fighter, you know? Ain't no doubt about it. We will. One day soon. I already know. I'm already knowing, brother. I appreciate it, man. No doubt. Likewise.
Now, GT, right? You know Floyd very well, and when that Frank Martin fight was going on, he was posting like postponement and stuff like that. You knowing him, what was going through your mind like when he was doing those things?
I know him like the back of my hand. I knew Floyd since I was 16 years old. He was 17. I was at a regional tournament sitting next to his girlfriend. I didn't know. I was just watching the fights. And he was fighting some dude from Cincinnati. And he came and sat down right next to me. I'm like, and he started talking to me. So anyway, that's where we met. And the next year, I was on the Olympic team with him as an alternate. We spent the whole summer, during Olympic camp. After that, I turned pro with him in 2000. I was his first protege, so I was the first tank, before, let's say, Mickey Bay and Gervonta, and now Camille. And I actually lived with Floyd probably longer than anybody that ever lived with him, besides the parents and brothers and sisters. But girlfriends, friends, like I lived with Floyd for over a year, just me and him. Big house. This is just him with yellow Ferraris and horse chains. This is that Floyd. So I know him like the back of my hand, and I know what he thinks. I know how he operates. And so to answer your question, I know exactly what was going on, but I can't speak on it because I'm trying to really forget about Buddy. I'm trying to because it hurt me. It hurt me a lot. So I'm trying to leave that shit in the past to an extent. So I don't want to people make this like a big thing, Floyd GT thing, because that ain't what I want. All I want is peace and to take care of my kids and to inspire and motivate other people to do what I do. So I really ain't trying to dwell on negative, to be honest.
How about Cormel Moten's performance last night? What you thought about it?
I didn't hear the question. You said
Cormel Moten's last performance last night. Were you able to?
I hear that. I see you good. What you say
now? Cormel Moten's fight last night. Were you able to check it out?
I didn't see the fight because I was flipping between both, but I seen the highlight, the reel, and he got him up out of there. That was a beautiful performance from what I seen from the clip. I don't know how the whole fight went, but he had a beautiful ending. The highlight reel. The clip was sharp. The clip was pretty sharp. That's the same thing I watched. The clip. How was the fight? I didn't see the fight. I just seen the clip too as well.
Now GT, right? Like obviously he's promoted by Floyd. What do you see in his future?
To be honest, I see him becoming champ if they don't overmatch him. I seen him overmatched in a couple fights, and I don't agree with that. But like I say, I'm trying not to I can't really do too much with anything that's attached to Floyd because of just what happened. But yeah, I think he's being overmatched a little bit more than he should be. And that's dangerous. And I don't know what fight it was, but he was getting hit with some really, really, really big shots. And of course, we can hold the fighter accountable to a little bit, but some fights they shouldn't be in. It should be a great matchmaker, making sure that he's an asset. He's a huge asset, and he turned pro early. Get the Olympics. Like y'all got to take care of that kid better. Act like it was you. You know what I'm saying? Act like it was you. But yeah, I think he'll do well. He just needs to use discernment and move the way he needs to move. You know what I'm saying? The way God wants him to move in life. And sometimes that's away from certain people or certain energies, to reach your full potential. And just like with Tank, I foresee Carmel leaving and there being bitterness, and I see him doing better after he leaves.
Yep.
That's put a lot of weight on him, I think, comparing him to Tank. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, they shouldn't put it at all. They shouldn't. And the Kazan fans don't know. They looking at him. He don't have the... He's going to be champion. He's from a great pedigree. But he has an accumulation of punches. Tank has that one-hitter quitter.
Yeah.
Everybody putting that pressure on him. He's the next Tank. He's not the next Tank. He's the first Kamel Moulton, which can be a great fighter. You know what I mean? Exactly. So I definitely understand what you're saying. For sure. Yeah, he shouldn't be compared to nobody. He's a one of a kind, and they should leave him like that. Like why try to? But I get it though, because Tank is a huge success right now, and his name holds weight. So they want to use. They want to boost somebody with whatever they can boost them with, and they kind of like feels like home. They feel like they built Tank, so they feel like this is going to be the second coming of Tank. They're trying to get the world to be on him as their own Tank right now. Yeah, try to keep that same audience. So he already doing 8 rounders. It's crazy, man. Yeah. I wish him the best. I wish him, and I pray that God got him the right way. Right. Exactly.
What's the fight that you would like to see Tank in?
Me?
Yeah.
Tank, I would like, to be honest, man, I'm one of them guys, I didn't really even want the Crawford and Spence. Like, for a long, long, long time, everybody was begging for it. But I'm like, why y'all want to make these undefeated brothers, black brothers, fight? Like, it's all these other people out here that can fight. But y'all want to hurry up, and I ain't saying y'all, but just, the typical fans and some of these ass-backer promoters and managers and, the gatekeepers of this game, they be wanting to put a one on their lost side of somebody. You know what I'm saying? Where they both can be rising and keeping their O's and keeping their stock as high as possible. They want to hurry up and shut somebody down. Yeah, we want to see matchups, you know what I'm saying? The Crawford and Spence would have been better later to me, you know what I'm saying? Or sooner, you know what I'm saying? Some people think that, but so I would love to see Shakur and Tank. But I would hate the result of one of them having not having a loss on the record, and then everybody, the haters, because this world is programmed by negativity. Everybody just shitting on the person with the loss like they ain't just did all that they did for all these decades. So they've been fighting for decades now, and they be trying to just discredit and take away everything great that a fighter did after one loss to a great fighter. So so I would love to see Tank and Shakur fight, but I would rather wait, you know what I'm saying, to make it like a Maypac. And it can go that long, too. It can go like towards the end of their career where they damn near ready to retire. I'm still going to want to see it because I'm a fan of the sport, and I would love to see them mature more and then work with the maturity, the skills that they have to work with to where it's like it's less athletic and it's more, you know what I'm saying? I would rather see one of them fights, a brain fight, instead of a muscle and, attribute fight. More strategic, mental. I would love to see that.
So Are you like looking forward to like Tank fighting Loma?
Yeah, I'm a huge Loma fan too. I'm one of them people. I'm fans of everybody, man. I don't really got too much dislike for too many fighters. You know what I'm saying? Unless they just do something really, really wrong, and they ain't fixing it or they don't listen to their coach, stuff like that. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of Loma, and I'm probably the biggest Loma fan. Probably I'm a huge Loma fan because he got the skills to do what he needs to do. He can still beat these younger guys. You know, if they make mistakes or if he's 100% not injured. So yeah, I would love to see Tank and Loma. That's a great fight. Loma and anybody's a great fight. Tank and anybody's a great fight. Shakur and anybody's a great fight. It's a whole bunch of great fighters in that division that can make any kind of fight, you know what I'm saying, worthwhile, entertaining to me. Now, like the Shakur fight, was it last night or the night before? People were like complaining about it. They saying they was booing and they talking all this shit and he ain't this, he ain't that. Man, I was entertained. You know what I'm saying? But I got different eyes. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. That'd be great. That'd be great. That'd be a real great fight.
What do you think about Tim Bradley's coffee comment 2 times?
What'd he say?
While Shakur was walking into the ring, he said, "I got my coffee." Then in the second round, he said it again.
Yeah, he poured out a cup of coffee. He actually poured a cup of coffee out. With Tim Bradley, I want to say that I hear a lot of disdain from him about fighters who know how to box. It's like almost like that he's mad. I'm just saying it's like. I'm just saying for sure. This ain't me saying it. I'm saying it's like he's what's the word? Well, you can say hating, but he's kind of like salty that he don't have those skills or he didn't have those skills and he had to fight a different style of fighting that there's more exciting for the crowd, for the fans. But you know, you got to live with that stuff later on. You know, and he may not be able to know his grandkid's name. You know, versus the boring fights that he's watching, and Shakur might be able to. You know, Shakur might be sharp as a tactic later on. So I see it like that. I see it, and also we have to keep in mind that he works for Top Rank.
I was waiting for it, GT. I was waiting for it.
Top Rank is, you know, when they get to when they get close to exit time for fighters, is blatant. You can see it clearly that they change the narrative. They start. It's crazy, man.
There's no hiding that one. Yeah, there's no hiding it.
They start moving around fighters. There's a whole show about that. But so he works for Bob, and Bob wants people to not. Bob wants none of his fans, nobody tuning in to like Shakur at this moment. He wants his stock to drop as far as possible. Like it's some out of spite shit going on with Bob or Top Rank as a company and Shakur. And I think we may even have seen some bullshit with the fight with the Foster fight. We may even have seen some Top Rank bullshit with that because he's on his way out too, I believe, right? I'm not sure. Is it one more fight? So
one more fight.
Yeah, so it's right around the time, you know, and they have an issue with that with fighters leaving. You know, you got Floyd had the same.
You like to hold them down, yeah.
Yeah, they you know, they didn't want to let go of Floyd. They don't want to let go of who they want. You know, they want to keep them, just like a record label, just like any other plantation thing out here in the world. They try to keep what they can keep as long as possible. And then when they leave, they bitter. Why are you bitter? You just cool with him yesterday, but now that he wants to leave and go do something different, now it's a problem. Now he can't punch, and now you're gonna match him up with people he can't get up out of there, and people are gonna survive. It's just a whole lot of games. So anyway, Tim Bradley works for Bob, so he's gonna say stuff like that just to keep his job. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't want to lose his job. He have to go somewhere else, and then he's the type of person he's gonna have to switch all the way around and start rooting for people that he was going against and talking bad about. So that's as far as I look at it, man. People, they just doing their job. I wouldn't do it. I'm not about to sit here and kiss ass and say I don't like this fighter over there because my boss want me to. Nah, hell, it don't go like that. We men at the end of the day. Exactly. We supposed to be men. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of us out here that's kissing ass and doing stuff for their bosses. And man, I hope they got a wife at home. He sound like that's the way I think, man. That's crazy. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, yeah, it was one thing when the last interview he did, they asked him about tanking. He freely said, "Hey, that's a lot closer fight now." And I'm thinking in my head, in a couple more days, he might just switch his prediction on completely.
Tim Bradley said that Tank and Shakur is a close fight.
It's a way more closer fight now, and before, I don't know if you remember, he always used to say Shakur was the number one.
Oh yeah.
He said that the whole time.
Perfect. That's perfect with the timing of Shakur making the exit. You know what I'm saying? So it lines up with what we just said, that he's working with he's doing with his promoter, and they pushing the narrative that Shakur ain't exciting, he boring, he can't sell a fight. They saying all this negative shit, all this, but with their other fighters, they keeping it hush if that's the truth, and then or they lying about the numbers. So yeah, we got to look at it for what it really is. But everybody surface. I'm saying you got to go deeper in the surface with some of this shit. And yeah, so it is what it is. Well, it is what we know. It ain't what they say.
They also say that some people say Shakur has been perfectly matched. Some people say that they have put him in there with the best of the best. What do you think? And is he ready for Tank Davis?
Yeah, I think they're both ready for each other for sure. They're the type of fighters that can go to any gym and box guys from 120 up to 180, 190, and be able to handle themselves. No matter what skill level the other guys are on. Like I had taking with me at AB for a couple weeks or a week, and I don't really approve of it, but Coach Mike allowed Mike Stafford, rest in peace, our coach, our pops. He allowed Tank to box like a 170 pound like that, and yeah, he held his own. And anyway, yeah, them guys ready for it. They got both of them got what it takes to be in the ring with the other for sure.
Now, going back a little bit, you said Mike Stafford, right? And then you've worked with him. You worked with, AB. Recently, the Tank team just worked with AB. What do you think about AB, wanting to continue to pursue boxing?
Okay, again, I'm one of them people that I see the best in people. I don't see the worst, so I don't think negatively. I think positively first.
Yeah.
So AB can absolutely, without a doubt, become champion again. But there's buts. He has to do what he has to do, or he has to stop doing what he needs to stop doing, inside and outside the ring. And he already told everybody that drinking is a problem, so that needs to be stopped for a long time, not just for camp. You know what I'm saying? You just can't stop drinking for camp. You gotta cut it off. The lifestyle, especially at the end of your career, it's time to like really lock in and
get your organs back.
Do everything, and it can come back. You can reset your body. I'm proof of that. I was retired for 15 years drinking every day, and you can't even tell how old I am when I'm on point. But so he definitely can reverse everything. Damn near everything he's done to his body, but he has to do that, and then he has to put the work in the gym. But it's definitely gonna come from sacrifice. You gotta stop doing what you need to stop doing, and you gotta start doing what you need to start in order to be successful, especially at this point in your career, towards the end or almost at the very end, depending on how you go about it. Because he could still go in there with the best of them. He got a name.
Facts.
Where he can fight. He's a name, and he's been blessed with the ability to be able to have this kind of longevity with the record he's got and with what's happening in his career. So he's very blessed, and he should treat that with a great deal of gratitude and like pursue it, like, and really like just finish better than he even started, because he can like have a beautiful ending to his career that was like overpowered the rest of his career that he done already had. It is very possible.
Got a coaching question for you guys. What would you have to say is one of the most biggest no-nos that you have seen, and that what's going on in the gyms today, versus back in the days?
Right. I say it's the I would say sparring, man. I would say the sparring. Sometimes they like the doghouse, for example. Like there's certain fighters, there's certain caliber of fighters that should be getting in the ring to do that kind of stuff, 5 and 6 minutes. Everybody can't do that. So and what happens is you're out of energy. You can't defend yourself like you're supposed to, and you're getting beat up like. Man, you're getting beat up bad, and it's like saving years and years and fights off of your career. And everybody's sitting around laughing, joking, betting money, and they think it's a joke. And I seen somebody die in the gym. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different game for me, and this shit ain't no joke. Like, I barely been hit, and I feel effects sometimes. Like I was a very defensive fighter, and I barely got hit. I had a short career. I'm 7-0. I went like 120 and 130 and 20 as an amateur. I had a lot of fights, but I was defensive minded, and I still feel some effects. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't believe in that sparring where it's like it's brutal, like to a point where like sometimes you got to stop it. Like, don't stop it too early, but sometimes you be like, hey, this is overmatched. Like calm down. Something. If you can't calm down, then we're gonna put somebody else in, or this is clearly overmatched, or you don't even know how to work somebody. Like sometimes you have to be a man and step up. It don't matter who it is, because I had to jump in there and stop Floyd a couple times from doing too much on sparring partner. So you got to be a man and be able to stand up to whoever. You know what I'm saying? No matter how big the egos, and make shit go right. And that's especially if it's your gym, because that's on your name, and that's all we have for real is our name. To be honest, all this social media shit ain't shit. We really got our names, like how I know Kenny. How he know me, like that ain't social media. That's by reputation, word of mouth, and by our name. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta step up and stop that shit. That's my biggest no. What you think, Kenny? You hit the nail right on the head. Several times when I jumped up in the ring and even defeated with a couple inexperienced coaches that don't understand. You know what I mean? It's not a tough man contest. It's a smart man contest. You know what I mean? So I know exactly. You hit it right on the nose, man. I mean, you covered it all. But another thing, I think the music in the gym should be the equipment, not music. You understand? A lot of most gyms today they playing the radio and all. That should be a no. Let the speed bag, the jump rope, the heavy bag, let that be the music. You know? Yeah. I just made a post about that maybe yesterday or the day before. I said we don't do playlists up here. I said I got outdoor training camp, so I'm like, nature is our playlist. Like it's the best musician ever. I just made that post because especially with the music, like they be listening to some crazy stuff. And I understand that sometimes with today's culture, that music put them in that fight mood, but. Mm-hmm. You don't want that all the time. So sometimes you get them in thinking mode, chill mode, relax mode. Exactly. And I got one fighter. He played like old school James Brown, and I know the music. He know the music, but today's generation, they young just like him. They don't get it. But the kid is so smooth, man. I call him an artist. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He know good music. It's not always that bang bang stuff. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And now are we talking about do you guys believe that the rhythm and the beats and stuff like that throw the fighter off inside the gym?
I don't think that. I think it's just like concentration and like almost like being like stop being so damn making the gym comfortable like to your liking. Like I hate when fighters do that, man. Like quit trying to make this shit super comfortable. Like we got to be able to fight in the uncomfortable situation. Exactly. If it's comfortable, you ain't training hard enough. You ain't training right. It's right. Like painful sometimes. It's supposed to be. It's supposed to hurt sometimes. You know what I mean? So you get to a fight. You get to a fight. You can overcome adversity. That
Yeah, 100%. Sometimes when you take people to want to go to a boxing gym and they're like, "Yo, where the AC at?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, this ain't the gym for you."
I can't stand it. They need music to run, music to train. Like, so what if the speaker didn't work? What if electricity went out? Like, you gonna be sad, you gonna be depressed in here, or you gonna get the same, you gonna get the job? Exactly. That's how I feel about it. Like, especially when fighters be like, put this song on, put this, man, work. Nigga, the fuck is you talking about? This work. Like, put this song on. Like, man, come on, man. We not in the locker room getting ready for a fight. You know, like, work, man. If I want to hear this song, or we gonna play this. Like, my coach, they played Temptations. We weren't allowed to pick what the hell we wanted to hear. Whatever they play. Yeah, it's what they play. And every now and then they'll bless us and let us put our cassette in. It was back then, cassette. Friday night or something, Yeah, exactly. One day out of the week. But yeah, this comfortable thing is it's big to me. Like, I don't really like fighters being too comfortable. That's why I made this camp where it's 3,000 feet up. We in the woods at the top of a mountain, nobody around. My neck 20 acres away, 5-minute drive that way. 5-minute drive that way, like we in the middle of nowhere, so you're gonna be uncomfortable. Kind of like that Colorado Springs or the Muhammad Ali days, the Poconos camps, like one of them. Because everybody's staying at home these days around their girlfriends. Like, you gotta leave that shit. That shit is that's the normal distracted life. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta get away from that. You gotta leave the pollution, leave out them cars, get up high in the air, get some food, and get away. You know what I'm saying? For weeks to really, because you separate yourself, you get ready to go to war, you might die. You know what I'm saying? God forbid, you might die in there that day. So you gotta do everything you can. You gotta be uncomfortable, because you're gonna be uncomfortable on fight night. Why you wanna be comfortable in camping and be uncomfortable on fight night? It just don't make no sense. Exactly.
Now, as far as for fighters and other future trainers, some word of advice on how to approach going into the pros. I feel like a lot of people are lost when it comes down to that. You don't get a major signing or anything like that. How do you go about that? How do you guys think is the best way to go about that?
I think if you're a good fighter and you got a good coach and you keep doing what you're doing, you numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. Ain't no promoter gonna turn down great numbers. You know what I mean? Stay loyal to your team. A lot of times these fighters, they get on this internet and I want to go over there with him. We talked about that the other day. Stay loyal. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't abandon what got you this far. Evidently something is working. You know what I mean? Mm. If you want to bring somebody else in the camp, y'all talk low, and if everybody comes to agreement, bring somebody. Don't leave your camp. Right? That's you know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's definitely big.
I'm one of them people that I tell fighters that they should stay amateur as long as possible. Get all that experience that they can, especially international experience. Especially the training camps, like making it to the elite team. Everybody ain't gonna make the elite team, but try your best to, because that's like the rankings. That's like getting up high in the rankings. Why wouldn't you try to get to top 4 or 3 or 2 and become number 1? And a lot of people are just leaving, the sport, the amateur side of the sport, real fast because they've seen other people do it and have some success. But if they look at the stats, if they really broke it down and looked at everybody that turned pro too soon or turned pro early, or didn't make the elite team or any camps or any international competitions, that they were less better as pros. Like the fighters, like the Shakurs, the Andre Wards, the Floyd Mayweathers, the Pernell Whitakers, the Sugar Ray Leonards, they spent enough ample time in the amateurs to develop their pro styles. And then, so basically they were pros and the amateurs, and when they went to the pros, they were only going to fight the people on their level that they already been beat, because they're going to turn pro with them. And they're going to be fighting, the guy from France that they fought. So, like, Shakur just had to fight last night. Shakur probably fought so many Germans or whatever that he had experience in that field. You know what I'm saying? That situation. So I would always tell fighters to stay amateur as long as possible. And as far as turning pro, that's where it's serious, because it's a dirty game, and there's some real stepped up promoters out here that they really look at you as a dollar sign, only as a dollar sign. You gotta find you somebody that that's more than just business. They kind of make it kind of personal a little bit. At least try. You know what I'm saying? Don't fake it, but at least try to make it not just business. And I think part of the problem was with the amateur. A lot of people don't see it. You got Ireland coaches training American fighters. You know what I mean? You have like we black people, right? And they try to make every nationality of people fight the European style. I'm not European, so don't make me fight. And the reason why they do that is to give the Europeans a better opportunity of winning. It's like that. If I want to get down and dirty, don't change my style. They making everybody come out with this. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people see that. And they're like, man, I'm trying to pro. Or they making guys fight. And these elite contestants with little headgear and they Amazon, they get cut. So they say, I might as well get paid for getting cut. So it's so many different reasons that a lot of the casual fans don't see. You know? Right. So it varies what you know. But I understand what you're talking about as well as getting the elite first as well. You know? Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. They start putting a whole bunch of bullshit in the game. Yeah. It's making the amateurs turn pro faster, and it basically benefits the promoters, man, because they get a whole flood of fighters that's young. I see the kid, man. This is crazy. He got a one for being too rough. The doghouse style. He was being too rough. They called him on being too rough. That's crazy. You in sport where you in a brutal sport? What are you supposed to do? Right. Man, trying to take my head up, but I'm being too rough. Yes, it ain't the same. It ain't the same. It's crazy.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. Guys, I want to thank you guys for tapping in. This was a treat. GT, it's been a minute, man. I'm glad that you're doing great, man. I remember, Coach, I interviewed GT before I even had a YouTube channel. So it's nice to see you backing on, you know.
Likewise, brother. Good to see you too, brother.
As well, man.
Hey, GT, DM me your number on Instagram. I'm gonna hit you later on this week, so we can chop it up. Enjoy your day, brother. For sure. You too. Likewise.
Appreciate you.
Thanks, brother. Yeah. All right, Mills.
I'm glad to bring people together. That's awesome, man.
Yeah. I always see them all just before him and Floyd split. He was in the gym working the Mitch with Floyd a couple years ago, and I was checking him out. That's when the first time I seen him. You know, and I know a good coach when I see one. You know. Yeah.
He nice. Like he could when I seen him fight, I was like, he fought in Mill City. He fought out here in the amateurs at one point in time. Yeah, he fought Mickey Ward's nephew or something.
Really?
Yeah. He could fight.
I heard he could.
Yeah. He's really slick. Like he's really slick, really smooth. He like a better short version of Caleb Plant. That's probably the best thing I could come up with. But he nice though. I'm not gonna front, coach. He nice.
That's what's up.
Once again, coach, I'll definitely hit you up in a few. I've been on live all day today.
I can imagine that was a hot weekend, man. Hot weekend.
For real.
You was in heaven all weekend with this one, right?
Yo, man, it was just a hot weekend, and then you and I, we set the the tone.
Man, I ain't gonna set the tone no more, though. You know.
Yeah, cause you funny. You funny as hell. I love it though.
I'm gonna leave that
Yo,
alone.
I seen your interview with Jalil Hackett though.
Say it again.
I seen an interview that you were talking about with Jalil Hackett.
Oh, that was I was working with him Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to see him fight. His coach. I seen y'all on the Rise yesterday.
That's his dad.
His dad. Yeah, he's smart.
Really, he's one of the smartest men I've met in the game.
He's very smart.
That's somebody you want on your team for sure. Great guy, man. We like brothers, man.
Yeah,
man. A lot of people think we brothers, you know?
Yeah, I can see that.
We've been working with Jalil since we would work with each other since they was like 8 years old.
Oh, so y'all family.
Yeah. They 40 minutes away, so we always going here. They come, going there. They come here,
Yeah, talking to him one time in boxing, I was like, I could definitely do this again.
Man, and listen, that kid 8-0, man, and you can put him in there with anybody right now.
It's gonna be nice to see how Eddie, what does he do with that young bull? You know what I'm saying? I'm curious to see how who is he gonna attack, and promote well.
Look, they take him straight to the top. Because he already found the greatest, the best. There's no excuse. Take him straight to the top.
So how long do you think he can make 47?
He can make 40.
He can make 40?
His last fight he waited at 142.
Yeah, I thought his 40 days were over.
He waited 142 his last fight.
Oh wow.
So he's good.
Yeah.
He's big as shit, but he gets down.
Huge.
His dad, I'm telling you, his dad is the best at it, man. Anybody having problems making weight, go see his dad.
Oh, is that right?
Man, listen. His dad is one of the best at it.
See, I noticed one thing. Like, I've interviewed you, Calvin, but you guys have other parts of your team that I feel like I haven't interviewed.
Yeah, we got other. It ain't just us. It's a team of us. You'll be meeting everybody soon.
Yeah, because I've noticed you guys have some strength and conditioning guys that don't really get too much shine or nothing.
We have a couple of them that nobody ever even seen yet, but they coming.
Yeah, because I'm like, Tank's really, really, really like in shape. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure all these other fighters want to get.
It's like when you got a bus and you need a CDL drive, you gotta have 2 or 3 CDL drives in case one can't make it.
Facts.
And the thing with strength trainers,
Right.
If one can't make it, might have some family issues, might have to take a trip. You call the next strength trainer. But everybody on the same page.
So, yeah, Coach, what were your thoughts on like how Top Rank was, treating, how they were treating Shakur on the TV portion?
It was like, it was borderline, like just in case he don't sign. You know what I mean?
Ah.
It was borderline. So they dogged him, but they didn't dog him. You understand what I'm saying?
Like enough to show you that, okay, if you want to bounce, then okay. But not so bad that you can't work with me again.
Exactly. Because he said, that ain't going away. I'm going to resign. So it wasn't that. It was borderline. And that's the games they play.
Right. Did you see Tim? Did you think of Tim Bradley switching up that quick though, or did you know that?
I kind of, he do it all the time, man. He do it all the time. He's so goddamn iffy, man. He played at 50,
Yeah.
He played at 50, and you can't play at 50 in any other situation. But this shit was like, you're not allowed to play 50 in the streets. You can't do that at all. So he played 50 with this boxing shit. Can't do that shit out here.
Right. Nah, you're right. Now, Boots and David Avanesian this week. That's where we at with it.
I'm going with Boots, man. Boots.
Nobody's giving Avanesian a chance. But then at the same time, others are saying that we get to see how good Boots really is.
And then when Boots shut him out, then he ain't fighting nobody. You know what I'm saying? Same way they do Tank. It's like Shakur said, Tank ain't fighting nobody, but Shakur fought Frank Martin's last opponent. You know what I'm saying? And couldn't get him out of there, but Tank ain't fighting nobody. So Boots gets the same treatment. It's crazy. That's how boxing is. But Boots can fight, man. boost the truth, you know.
Yeah. We're expecting some big things from there, you know, and this is a big fight for him. Going home.
Yeah. Oh man, he gonna shine, man. You going to the fight?
Yeah, I'll see you guys over there.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I'll be over there. Press conference, weigh-ins, and fight.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll see you over there, Coach.
I'll see you up there for sure.
All right, brother.
I'll see you. Peace out.
Thank you, man. Salute. Good night.
Likewise.
Salute to everybody on the chat as well. God bless you guys. Hopefully you guys had a great time listening to us. We're gonna be doing some more interviews tomorrow, and then also I'm gonna be covering the Jerome Boots Ennis fight out in Philadelphia. Also, we have Jalil Hackett on the card fighting Pistol Pete Dobson. Huge for Jalil Hackett. Just showing people that, you know what, I don't need, 15 fights, 10 fights just to fight and to show you guys I can fight a name. So I guess we're gonna get to see the best from Jalil Hackett, and that's gonna be nice to see. Nevertheless, I want to appreciate each and every single one of you for tapping in. If you guys are on the Instagram, make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel, Mill City Podcast, and then also Mill City Boxing and Before Champ with Zab Judah. Appreciate y'all. God bless, and on to the next. Also, guys, if you guys want to become a member, support the channel on another level, the members link is pinned in the comments. I want to appreciate each and every single one of y'all for all the donations as well. And once again, we'll be back with some fire interviews coming to y'all tomorrow. All right? God bless, and on to the next.